The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Chicken Little is back, and it's in the form of the Fed. Today, we're talking about what's going on today at 2:30 Eastern time. The Feds are going to testify and talk about the rates, where the money's going. Here's the thing you need to know. Doesn't matter. You think that's going to be the savior. It doesn't matter. Even if it does drop a quarter point, the mortgage rates have already been absorbed into that. They've already figured that out, saying, if it happens, this is what's going to happen. We're already used to not just the sky is falling, but the boy who cried wolf and over and over again. Done with it. We know what's going to happen. It's going to drop down maybe a little bit. Buyers are still going to be picky. Sellers are still going to be stubborn. It's not going to jostle the market enough. It might change the stock market here and there, but it won't make it better for sellers or buyers. Bottom line, it might be better for short-term personal loans, maybe better on the credit, but for mortgages. Fed rate decisions come with an intriguing subplot. This is what you get when you get the vice of politics, politicians, media pushing each other. And yeah, we probably have some dissension in the ranks in the Fed poll. The Fed, I don't care. Doesn't really matter. Because all I care about is putting food on my kids. I don't care about what's going on up there. So October, we saw two formal dissents. Jumbo 50 basis point in Kansas City was in favor of maintaining the status quo. That's where we're going. Here, bottom line right here, and highlighted in intriguing gray, is that likely leaves the 30-year mortgage hovering at the low 6% range, drifting down only gradually rather than snapping back the 3 to 4% levels of the last cycle. We're at 6.45. Last couple of weeks, we've been hovering around 6.25, 6.3. So if rates do come down, it's only going to come down maybe 10 points, pips, bips, whatever you want to call it. It's just going to be status quo, just like it says right here. Status quo. And in another article, Mortgage News Daily, can the Fed pull mortgage rates off the ceiling? Bottom line is the rate cut means nothing for mortgage rates. Volatility will come from the 2 p.m. Eastern Time dot plot. The chart shows that each Fed member's rate outlook. And they said somewhere around here that there's an 88% chance that we are going to see the rates come down a quarter point. And it really doesn't matter because nothing's going to change. Buyers are still going to be buyers. They're going to be picky. Sellers are still going to be stubborn. There's not enough inventory right now to make any major changes. And here's the thing, until we get it down to 5.5, which is not that far apart. And quite frankly, you can buy a rate down to 5.5 right now. If you think about it, you can absolutely do that. Let me show you 9506. We'll just not even do that. 220, that's the going rate, and you have good credit and 20% down payment. You're looking at 5.7. So yeah, rates will come down, but you're looking at 5.625. When rates come down, there's your 5.5. You have to think outside the box there a little bit. All right, if you're thinking about selling, this is the time to get this inspection checklist, download it, go through your house. If you're thinking about selling in March, April, May, that's our selling season. Start now. Don't procrastinate. I know you're thinking about Christmas and all that other stuff, but let's think about it here. It's going to take some time for the handyman, and the painter, and the plumber, and the landscapers to get on schedule and get you the quote and get working and get it done. So why not get it done now? When there's this is REO bank-owned property of the week. This is a fantastic deal because this is in downtown Monterey. This thing will go for close to 1.5 to 2 once it's finished. Right here, 5-bedroom, 1,800 square feet, built in 1920. It got some work started on it, and I can almost bet you $1 that it's been red tagged, meaning that the permit department came in and said, stop what you're doing. You didn't pull permits. Looks nice. You need to stop what you're doing right now, and we're going to need to look at this. So I'll bet you $1 that this was red tagged. And then they they couldn't live in it, and they probably paid 1.2, 1.3 for it, and they didn't get to finish it. Super sad that this is not happening. So this is a great buy. It's in Monterey. If you want to buy it, let me know. We'll go take a look at it. I'll walk you through the whole process. This is Apple House of the Week. $1.7 million, Kylie Boulevard. $1.7 million in Santa Clara. What's going on? Why is it so low? It's 1,100 square feet, built in 1956. Let's take a look inside, see what it looks like. It's nicely staged, By the way, right now until April 1st, we're including staging in all of our listings. It means you have to empty out the house. I put staging in and it looks a lot nicer. Okay, so it's all not original, but updated years ago. This is not a bad deal. Looks like it was flipped. Yeah, because you can see like the backyard and whatever washer and dryers were left. I don't think this one came with cooling. Did it have cooling? It's been on market 19 days, no cooling. So yeah, I would put air conditioning into it. I want you to expect this. If you're going to sell your house and you're not in my area, I expect you to get a floor plan. If you don't have a floor plan on it, you're not helping yourself. And your agent should know how to do this. If not, you're working with the wrong agent. There you go. It's nice. Nothing great, nothing spectacular, but it's a small home and it's affordable in Santa Clara County. This is Mountain View home, and I picked this. I think we talked about this last week, but I just want to keep looking at it because I think it's overpriced. First of all, outside of the fact that it's a Mountain View, but it on the other side of the tracks, this is Castro right here. This is where everybody wants to go, right? But it's a nice house. It looks like this was the original structure and that was a detached garage and they put an ADU on top. And really what it is probably 2 bedrooms here and then 2 bedrooms on the ADU. It's vacant right now. Yep. I think this one's going to be on market for a tad bit. Yeah. See, this is a primary and a second bedroom here. And then upstairs over the garage is a bedroom, a living room, and a bedroom. You have to get to it through the stairwell, right? Is there a stairwell? No, it's right here. I guess you would have to walk up to it that way. Yeah, weird. Maybe there's storage down below. Maybe it's an office. I don't know. Weird. Okay, so that's the weird house of the week, as well as the Mountain View house of the week. There you go. And I told you I'd talk to you about the numbers are dwindling. Houses on market are lowering, but let's take a look at what's for sale. It's going down. The numbers of houses that went into contract in all of San Jose was 23. The number of houses that went into contract in all of Santa Clara County is 53. We're used to 120, 130, 140, 160, 171. Of course, that's during the war, but it's normal. Remember, this is normal. This is winter. We've had 30 homes come back on market. In Santa Clara County, we had 10 withdrawn in the last week. We've had 38 canceled. That means, you know what? Let's just take it off market because my house didn't sell. For whatever reason, I'm a stubborn seller. I'm not going to lower the price, or I just didn't get the traction I wanted to. So let's hold until March, April, May. 38. Those guys will come back on, guarantee it, because they want to move. I get it. That's the way it is. So again, nothing's going crazy. 90 days on market,